We're back for the most comprehensive coverage ever of Europe's largest knockout soccer competition. Over 600 clubs doing battle yet again for the 2017 FAI Junior Cup.
Junior Cup launch. Kevin, I suppose, great initiative last year and more this year as well.
Yeah, it was a tremendous initiative last year. It's the same and more in many respects as well.
This year's one, of course, is Put Your Name on It, where clubs can get trained by the great man himself.
Put Your Name on It initiative would be great this year, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it promises to be a great tournament. Of course, TV exposure is going to increase as well. Round 3 we join, and the final here at the Aviva Stadium, of course, on the TV.
Yeah, you only need to look at that last year, what it did for the competition. You know, the highlights of the semis and everything last year.
You've seen the facilities, obviously, here. You've seen them before, the dressing room and all that. How does that compare to your usual place?
A lot of the young people down in Aviva playing in a container, like, you know, that's where they get changed, like, rather than going into the Aviva and having everything in there. Like, it's great to see. Like.
So Brian, you know what it's like playing here at the Aviva Stadium. This is, of course, where the final of the Junior Cup is going to be this year. Just what's the experience like on match day walking through this tunnel?
Yeah, it's always a very special occasion, you know. I've only had the privilege a couple of times, and there's a lot of players that have never played here, League of Ireland and, you know, over in England and so on. So it really is a big occasion when you get a chance.
And we've got a huge crowd here at Ballione, the home of the South Dublin Football League, for a big Dublin derby. Two sides have reached the quarter-finals in the last 3 seasons, one of whom have also played in 2 finals this decade, but lost on both occasions. Kilbarrack United, beaten by Sheriff in the last 8 last season, on the road away at Collinstown. But that's not the only game we're focusing on tonight. It's a big Dublin derby. Collinstown, in their debut season in the Leinster Senior League Major A, is going very well for them, unbeaten so far this campaign. Kilbarrack still in the AUL and riding high. Let's hear from both managers.
Yeah, it's great. It's great for the club. It's 2 big teams. It's exactly what we're looking for. That's why we're in the competition. It's why it's such a good competition. So many great teams in it. So we're looking forward to it. And we'll do our best here tonight and hopefully come out with the right result.
Solid start to the season for you as well. 3rd in the table.
Yeah, we're doing well. 3rd for the minute. We're doing well, and hopefully they'll improve on that as well. Tough game, the first game of the season against Sheriff, to beat us by the odd goal. Great free kick, there's not a lot you can do about them ones, but yeah, we're looking forward to the rest of the season. We have a good side here.
A long run last season, reached the quarter-finals going out to Sheriff, and a couple of cup finals as well in recent seasons.
Unfortunately, we're starting to get used to that. Hopefully it's a bit of a change this year, but yeah, look, Sheriff, fantastic team. So we'll do our best again this year, and hopefully we get through here first tonight. We'll meet up with them again along the line, I'm sure.
So Kevin, it's your first season in the Leinster Senior League, and really so far it couldn't have gone much better than how it is.
No, it's been perfect so far because we're unbeaten. We've played seven league games and we've won them all, and we've been successful in all the cup games too. So it's been a good great start. Couldn't ask for any better.
Good bit of recruitment for you at the start of the season as well.
Yeah, we've brought in some good players. We lost some good quality players during the pre-season, but we've brought in we're probably stronger this year than we were last year. The players that we've brought in.
And for a lot of people, this is the game of the round. Kilbarrack, great opponents.
Yeah, well, you can't ask for a bigger game than Kilbarrack. They've been to Aviva, they've been there twice. They've been to every cup final in the AOL. 3rd round match. Someone's going out tonight. Big toy.
So all ready to go in Ballione. It's a full house down this near side. It's Collinstown against Kilbarrack United. Commentary from Bernard O'Toole. Well, Collinstown have traded life in the AUL for the Leinster Senior League this season. Intermediate football is the aim. And speaking of intermediate football, midfielder James Lee lifted the Intermediate Cup with Crumlin United last season. How he would love to return to the Aviva Stadium with his local boyhood club this season. So too striker Graham Brogan. This an attacking formation. Well, the nearly men of the FAI Junior Cup, back-to-back runners-up in 2012 and 2013. Kilbarrack are desperate to go one better and win the competition this season. Midfielder Gareth Brady is actually the younger brother of the Republic of Ireland international Robbie Brady. Rory O'Connor and Owen Fowler very much informed strikers. Match referee is Declan Troy, who actually took charge of the quarter-final last year between Kilbarrack and Sheriff. Well, Collinstown with 7 from 7 this season, and indeed Kilbarrack winning their last 4 games on the spin. Something has to give here at Ballyone Park, home of the South Dublin Football League's Astro pitch. Good crowd inside here. What is one of the ties of the round. Throw-in will be taken here by Gochrane. Patient play by Kilbarrack. Really was a great game they had last year in the quarterfinals against Sheriff. A wonder goal in that one as well, scored by Mark Townley, but eventually they lost out. Good patient play. It's now Doran. Little give and go involving Gibbons. Back again, and the attack is still alive here for Kilbarrack. Yeah. They may just let that one run for the throw. They will. Long throw, lofted in there and headed away. Collinstown defending very deep in these early exchanges. Now the corner kick is going to be taken by Gareth Brady. We all know what his brother can do from set plays. What can he do from here? And it's lofted in. Isn't defended terribly well. And recycled back there with Mulligan. Brady takes over. Back out to Doran. Lovely flight across. Header, and is the lead goal. Super finish. What a header that is. And Rory O'Connor has given Kilbarrack the lead. And we haven't even played 10 minutes. Early goal, the home crowd silenced. And it's Kilbarrack who are celebrating. Well, they spent the opening 7 minutes largely inside the Collinstown half of the field, and they get their reward. That is a really tidy finish by O'Connor. The ball in was good, defending not so good, but the bullet header giving goalkeeper John Mills no chance whatsoever. Fowler. O'Connor has already got 1 goal. Even at this early juncture, 2 goals would be a serious mountain to climb for Collinstown. They're giving away a free kick here. Luke Fitzpatrick, the player committing the foul. And another set play for Collinstown to try and defend. Brady will take. Not too far over from Brady, who has been heavily involved inside the opening quarter hour here. Not too far over the bar. It's all Kilbarrack, and Collinstown need to dust themselves down. Collinstown, of course, played in the semi-finals back in 2014, beaten by Ballinanty Rovers, round 4 the season before last, lost in round 2 last year. One of the favourites to do well this season. Brady will take the free. Lovely delivery towards the far post as it's headed back in there towards Fowler. Bobbling about, the shot comes in and it's clattered off the crossbar. What an effort that is. Dean Gibbons has hit the crossbar. It was ping pong inside the Collinstown penalty area. Gibbons' execution good, denied by the woodwork. Never took his eyes off that one. Goalkeeper was beaten, but the angle wasn't. Now what can Collinstown offer from here? It's Brogan. A rare foray inside the Kilbarrack half of the field. Overlap being provided, comes in, header, and it's 1-1. 2 goals, both really good headers, and it's Daniel Matthews who gets the leveller for Collinstown. But once again, the delivery
was absolutely top-notch. Lovely ball in, got in between the two centre halves, and the execution on the header, much like the lead goal for Kilbarrack, is really good. And we have a cup tie on our hands now. Long testing ball, headed down towards Doyle, wondering what he wants to do. Well, it's not too far away from Doyle, who was very much the target man for Collinstown. Took a while to sort out his feet and then got his shot away. Now Friday Night Lights in Clondalkin, and it's been really good as it comes all the way across, but just a little bit too far ahead of Rory O'Connor. Very much anybody's game. The head-to-head, in actual fact, 5 wins. But in the head-to-head, Kilbarrack winning 3, Collinstown 1, and the other match finishing in a draw. Brady, as ever, with the dead ball away from Mills. A convincing punch from the goalkeeper. Half time, and we're no closer to knowing who's going to win this tie of the round, because at half time here it's Collinstown 1, Kilbarrack United 1. Second half on the way. So O'Connor gets us back underway. We had a lively first half, expecting much of the same in this second half. Well, they've been entertained, have the crowd. As that one sent back in, the goalkeeper thought about coming and then had a second thought and said, no, I'll stay where I am. Gibbons. Brady will chase on that far side. Be looked after by McNeil. That's a bit short, and the goalkeeper called into action. When he was off his line, lively. It's still alive in there. It's still possession, Kilbarrack. Well, he is an absolute handful, is Brady. Credit has to go to John Mills. Long ball sent right down the middle. Goalkeeper has stayed on his line as Murta, and the referee says penalty. Well, they're coming together between Murta and Daniel Matthews. Under the high ball, under the lights. Goalkeeper didn't come. There's the coming together, there's the tangle, and the referee, who was well placed, said penalty. Murta doesn't believe it was. And so a chance now for Carpenter. Stands forward when he scored some important goals, but he doesn't score here. Denied by the post, and the rebound going safely into the arms of Dylan McNulty. Carpenter almost, but almost is not going to do it, and it remains 1-1 in the cup tie. Well, a missed penalty. 2 lovely goals. It's the cup tie that's giving us everything. What a run this is from Short. Still going here is Short. And he just hadn't got to finish the match. Super play, though, by Gerard Short. Brady. Throw is sent into the mixer. And the shot comes in, and it's side netting from Gibbons. Well, chances are being created, just not finished here. And you feel one more goal for either side may just be enough to seal their passage and go a step closer to a big day out at the Aviva Stadium. Now are they through here? Goalkeeper comes, and he claims, looked for a second like it was going to be an opportunity for Fowler. Laid on, and they're still searching what could be the winner as the shot comes in. It's a rather tired effort in the end, though, from Matthews. Well, the Collinstown boss, Kevin Carroll, won this competition with Neilstown Rangers back in 1992 as a player. How we'd love to win it as a manager. It's going to be an out-swinging one from the full-back, as it is swung out there in the header, and it's, well, I don't know was that on target or not, but it was cleared off the line in the end. 2 goals from headers, almost a third. And well defended by Matthews on the line. Now here comes the run forward. Short has already done damage from here. Lovely one sent across. It's headed on. And it's still in there. Can they fish this one out? What a move this is. And perhaps they can get their shot in. They can, but it's charged down. Rather shot into traffic from Lee, the intermediate cup winning captain last year with Crumlin. Lovely crisp play here, considering how late it is in the game as well. This is really good. That was a fine move. Nothing came from it though. And the goalkeeper has this one now, does Dylan McNulty. Not too long left here, you feel. Lofted forward. And still they come to Collinstown, sent forward. Goalkeeper comes. Oh, what's he done here, the goalkeeper? He's presented an opportunity, and it's in the back of the net. Stoppage time, and Collinstown looked to have nicked it. But just what was Dylan McNulty doing? Daniel Matthews with his second goal. It was an easy finish. Heartbreak for Kilbarrack. Heartbreak for the goalkeeper, McNulty. Well, we've seen some interesting goalkeeping from the likes of Claudio Bravo from Manchester City this season. Goalkeeper came out of his goal. His footwork wasn't good. He literally presented that one on a plate in the 5th minute of time added on, and he knows it too, and there's not time left for Kilbarrack to do anything about it. And that is that. Collinstown with a dramatic late winner, and what a cup tie this was. Missed penalty, 2 lovely goals, and a crucial mistake at the end. But crucially, it's Collinstown who advance to the 4th round of the FAI Junior Cup. And one of the pre-tournament favourites are gone. Kilbarrack bow out. It's Collinstown's night in the Friday night lights of the FAI Junior Cup, as it finishes Collinstown 2, Kilbarrack United 1. What a game.
Deep breath, Kevin. What a game that was. What a finish.
Oh, breathtaking. We knew before we came out, like, Kilbarrack are next in football tonight. We've built their team the last few years to match the likes of Sheriff and Kilbarrack, and tonight I think we proved that we're up there with them, with the best team in junior football.
But what a way for the game to end, because I think just about everybody had settled for extra time, we thought.
I was setting for extra time myself, but if anyone on the pitch is a cool head, it's Daniel Matthews, and he has an eye for goal up in this Astro. He scored some good goals up here, and no more important than that goal tonight.
I mean, it was an excellent brace, fine header for your opening goal, but the winner right at the end, that must have taken an eternity for you for it to go in.
Well, unfortunately for them, there's no comeback. 94th minute, you don't come back from them goals, you know. And over the years, we've had a bit of bad luck. I think we were due a bit of good luck tonight. Missed the penalty, could have maybe nicked it on that, but the work rate for the team is excellent tonight. Every single player, excellent.
It continues your unbeaten start to the season in all competitions as well.
Yeah, it adds a little bit of pressure to it now. We're still unbeaten, but like, we take it as a come. We take one game at a time. We don't look any further than that. That's the way we approach it all the time.
And in terms of yourselves, I mean, you're a very young club, founded not even 10 years ago.
10 years next year. Yeah, 10 years next year. And this year we've brought in a lot of young players. We're thinking in the future. You know, we've a 3-year plan ahead of us. We've a very good under-16s team coming through. So in 3 years' time, we're in intermediate football. They be under 19, so like, we're hoping everything's going to come together at the right time. But the side that we have now is an excellent football team. And you don't mind you getting round 4? No, you don't. I think the look of the Junior Cup is in the draw. If you can get a home draw, nothing phases you once you get a home draw. I think that's where the look is. It's in the draw. But we're open for anybody now. Proved it tonight. Well, Daniel, what a way to win it. 94th minute, outside of the area. It must have taken forever for you for it to go in.
Yeah, just glad to see it go in, to be honest. I think we deserved it after that 90 minutes, and it was a great game.
It's exactly the game that we were hoping for, and many, I think, were expecting against someone like Kilbarrack.
Yeah, I think that's just the squad we have. It doesn't matter what league we're in, that just goes to show what we have. Still more to come as that. I mean, it's
obviously, from your point of view, a big scalp as it would have been for them if they'd beaten you. I mean, you have to beat the big team somewhere along the way, so why not right at the start?
Get them out early, yeah. So we do it. Everyone put a shift in there. No one walked out the pitch without anything. Everyone's sweating out there. Great game, to be honest.
And obviously after this, you really don't mind you getting round 4?
Bring them on. Bring them on.
So a cracking game here in Ballione. Let's give you a taste of some of the other 256 clubs in action in this 3rd round. Here's Mark Rodden.
blustery day in Tipperary town, but that didn't stop a few interested locals coming out to watch an all-tip clash between St Michael's and Glengoole United. St Michael's needing just 11 minutes to get in front, a great touch out of his feet from Richie Ryan, and a finish to match. Irish junior international David Grinsell with the assist for the opener. The chances would keep coming for the 2014 Junior Cup champions. This header from a corner, a sign of things to come, as the home team seemed in relentless form. Soon after that opening, some fine play on the wing from David Slattery presented Colin Bargery with the chance to double Michael's lead, 2-0 after 20 minutes. The Michael's number 2, one of the standout performers on the day. The home team were in a hurry to wrap this cup tie up as quickly as possible, and 5 minutes later it would be 3-0. A misjudgment in the visiting defence, calmly punished by Jimmy Carr. Carr was clearly in the mood for more, and some smart footwork would give him another sight of goal soon afterwards. His shot had plenty of power, but it was just off target. The Michael's number 11 wouldn't have to wait long to get his second though. A brilliant through ball from Russell Quirk, leaving Carr with plenty of time to pick his spot. 4-0 on 32 minutes then, and 5 minutes later the home side would get their 5th goal of the first half. A reversal of roles this time, as Carr played in Quirk to score. It could have been even worse for Glengoole before the break, as some more slick passing from St Michael's would send Ryan clear. Paul Hanrahan denied him his 2nd goal of the game. A 5-star showing in the first half, well worth tuning in for, and though the intensity dropped after the interval, there was still plenty of quality on show. David Slattery was clearly keen to get in on the act for St Michael's, but Hanrahan reacted sharply to tip his strike over the bar. Thurles side Glengoole threatened at the other end though, Kieran Walker forcing a smart stop from Derek Breen. But the Michael's keeper would eventually be beaten on 71 minutes, a thunderous effort from Jamie Carey finding the bottom corner. A welcome consolation goal for Glengoole, but their defence would be breached one more time before the end. With 9 minutes remaining, substitute Paddy Fitzgerald took his time before drilling a shot into the net. It finished 6-1 to St Michael's. They advanced to the 4th round.
A big Waterford City derby with Ferrybank the visitors to the Waterford Regional Sports Centre campus to play 2006 FAI Junior Cup winners Waterford Crystal, still containing 4 members of that famous title-winning team. Ferrybank dispatching Waterford Bohemians in the 2nd round, Crystal winning in Connacht away to Valley Rangers and getting the first advantage in this 3rd round meeting. 2006 veteran Jason Halloran's free kick headed home by Niall O'Toole 8 minutes before half-time. Ferrybank keeper Dale Sheridan unable to keep it out. Set pieces, the first half speciality, and Ferrybank would strike back in kind. John Purcell's ace delivery, perfect for Ger Flynn to glance home right on half-time for 1-1. Into the 2nd half, Purcell up to his old tricks again, finding Sean Flynn's head, but Crystal keeper Derek Hearn scrambling low to keep it out. Ferrybank's pressure keeping up though. Fullback Niall Kirby's cross on the right, nodded on by Purcell from Meshik Babatu to score. An excellent finish 9 minutes after the restart from the striker who helped Tremor to the last 32 of the Junior Cup 2 seasons ago. And if he keeps playing like this, he may end up next door in the main stadium someday. The 20-year-old skipping through the smashed Crystal defence, teeing up Paul Phelan to make it 3-1 midway through the 2nd half. Next, Ferrybank sub Adrian Rocket living up to his name. A good try denied by Junior Cup winning keeper Hearn, also keeping out Graham Penkett on the rebound. Brendan Ray and David Walsh also in the side that lifted the cup 10 years ago at Terryland Park. 10 minutes to go when O'Toole, the man who opened the scoring in Crystal's favour, unable to do much with the original corner, would plant in a much better cross for Gavin McLawrence. A fine finish, but even with ex-League of Ireland experience in the side, they couldn't force an equaliser. Ferrybank winning a tremendous game, 3-2. College Corinthians getting their home All Cork tie-off to a flyer. Mark Sweeney's corner headed in by player-manager David Welsh. A cracker for Strand United to equalise through Dan Gallagher, with Alan Vaughan winning it from the opposite side, 2-1 to Strand.
Pierce Park, the venue for the meeting of Crumlin United and Fairview CY, with the home club's Saturday side hoping to emulate the first team, who starred at the Aviva in May by winning the Intermediate Cup final for the second year running. This game turned into something of an aerial bombardment for visitors Fairview. After Glen Fulham headed over in the second minute, another Jordan McNeil cross was cleverly headed home by Ronan Hanafi. The breakthrough coming on 29 minutes, and 2 minutes later Crumlin would double their advantage. A well-struck free kick was asking to be headed home at the back post. Fulham lost his marker and duly obliged. The 2-goal salvo put a youthful Crumlin side fully in control at the break, and they came flying out of the blocks after the restart as well. Fairview had their keeper to thank initially, but the danger wasn't over then. McNeil managed to keep things alive for the home side, and he sent over another dangerous cross, Fulham on hand to get his second of the game. The midfielder quite rightly taking the plaudits for his impressive double, before Crumlin comfortably closed out a 3-0 win.
But meanwhile here in West Dublin, a 94th minute winner, and whether it comes in the World Cup final at the Maracana or in the third round of the FAI Junior Cup at Ballyone Park, it doesn't get any more dramatic a finish than that. Please join us for the fourth round of the FAI Junior Cup in a few weeks' time. Collinstown will be there. Hope you will too. Until then, goodbye.